drawback here is that this 19 millimeter is probably about 12-point font that you would read on some sort of legal notice or something, or maybe in the fine print of your insurance policy. Not something you'd like to see on your sockets. Hello and welcome to Prestige Worldwide. So I got an amazing deal from eBay on this Silver Eagle 65-piece 1/4 inch and 3/8 drive socket set. I essentially got this thing for about $100 plus tax. It was like $102 with shipping plus tax. In my state, it was like another $5 in tax. So it was like $107. I'll show you guys a copy of the receipt from eBay. Thought it was an amazing deal. I mean, I had to be present for an auction and bid on it. And I was looking at some other auctions and where they finished up. And I kind of knew where I wanted to be at. But for $100, this thing retails for like $350. And I got it shipped to my door from Missouri to Virginia with shipping at about $100. Crazy deal. So I just got it today. I'm really excited. I want to go ahead and open it up and let's take a look at it. So Silver Eagle is essentially the Blue Point equivalent of Matco. So this is Matco tools, and this is their Taiwanese off-brand set. So you get the Matco Eagle logo, and it's the Silver Eagle. Pretty cool branding. It's made in Vietnam. So it's not Taiwan. It's made in Vietnam, and it's a 6-point set. So a couple of things struck me about this set that I really like so far. That 6-point sockets. They give you the quarter inch square drive handle there. They don't fill it up with tons of drill bits and stuff like that. You get a couple of high quality ratchets. You get a bunch of different extensions, a couple of swivels, you know, deep and shallow SAE and metric. So I think this is gonna be a pretty cool set. So I like how this box, it's a little thinner than other sets that I have. This is only about 3 inches thick. Okay, so it fared pretty good in shipping. There's only a couple of sockets out of place. Not a big deal. I've seen much worse before. That tells me that this thing does pretty good when it's shut. Shake it around pretty nicely, and most of the stuff will stay in place. So this is certainly one of the higher quality socket sets that I now own. It is not quite your tool truck quality, although they sell these on tool trucks. So technically, this is tool truck quality just by definition, because it does come from a tool truck, so to speak. But it's not the main brand of Matco. So let's start off looking at these ratchets. I think they're 72 tooth ratchets. Let's see here. Yep, 72 tooth ratchet, slim head design, teardrop shape. Enclosed head, so you've got a snap ring on the front of it, on the business end of the ratchet. Chrome vanadium steel, ergonomic handle. You know, it seems like a pretty standard ratchet design to me. Feels nice and smooth. I do like this switch. I like how there's no recess, how it's sort of just hanging out on flat ground here, and it's real easy to hit this reverse lever. The laser etching and the chrome here is pretty nice. It is way better than Craftsman, way better than, probably better than Gear Wrench. Maybe not way better, but definitely better. You could tell that the finishing on the chrome is just, I mean, it's like liquid metal is what it looks like here. And then you got your part number. Seems to have a medium amount of back drag, just to be honest, but this is fresh out of the box. Probably will loosen up with some use. This 1/4 inch feels really nice. Less back drag. Real high quality polishing and chrome work there. Just the fit and finish on these. There is no sort of crooked lines. There's no over chroming. There's no like hammered finish. It's just all nice and even. Might be hard to tell on the camera, but this is just an extremely high quality job that they did on these. And there's some weight to this driver here, this square drive, handled square drive. Oh, and you can use it as an extension. So you could pop this thing in and use it as an extension if you want to, as a 1/4 inch extension. Man, that really locks in nicely. Yeah, that locking ratchet really locks this stuff in there. That is cool. And you could, in a pinch, probably use this as a striking cap if you had some sort of fastener that was being a little ornery. You could probably pop this thing on, tap this. I wouldn't tap it super hard with a hammer, but I'm sure this metal goes all the way through. This is a weighty handled square drive here. You could tell it's full tang, so the metal goes all the way through. You can just tell by holding it. Much different than my other square drive handle adapters. This one's nice. I mean, so far I'm really impressed. I did have high expectations for this set, but so far even those expectations are being exceeded. So let's go through the socket sizes. It goes from 6 to 19 on your metric. Now, let's see here. This 19 is very small font. I'm a little, okay, so one drawback here is that this 19 millimeter is probably about 12-point font that you would read on some sort of legal notice or something, or maybe in the fine print of your insurance policy. Not something you'd like to see on your sockets. If you're underneath of a vehicle trying to find the right size, you got to get out your eyeglasses unless you have 20/15 vision in both eyes. So it's cool though. I mean, it's cool. They got the little eagle and, you know, it's not quite Matco, but you do have the same little eagle logo there. It does look cool. You know, I'm happy to own these. I mean, I got a hell of a deal. Certainly wouldn't pay $350 for these, or probably I wouldn't even pay $250. At $100, I could not resist. So let's see. Yeah, these lock in just super well. I mean, I can't yank that thing off even if I wanted to. That's what she said. Yeah, I can't get that thing off even if I wanted to. That lockup is great between the ratchet and the socket here. That is just an outstanding lockup. I'm really impressed with that. I'm extremely impressed with that. All right, so yeah, no skips, 6 to 19. Got our little 12 font. Is the font the same on the big ones and the little ones? Yeah. Looks a little bit more appropriate on the little 6 millimeter. And then same on the deep well sockets. It is 6 to 19 with no skips. Okay, so unlike other socket sets, 3/8 and 1/4 inch socket sets that I have, this one's metric only. They essentially give you a full metric set, deep and shallow, on your 3/8, and then they also give you a full set on your 1/4. So up here, you've got your deep 1/4 drive, 4 to 15, including your 5.5. And then down here at the bottom, you get your shallow 1/4 drive, 4 to 15, including your 5.5. And there is no SAE. You just get metric, all metric. So this is a cool set if you wanted to take this out of the box and store it in a bit holder. I've got some magnetic bit holders in my toolbox. I will maybe consider swapping out my gear wrench 3/8 and 1/4 metric because I use them a lot. So you can see in these, the fluting goes down about a medium amount here. The fluting goes down about that far. So it's actually a lot deeper on your six-sided fluting than my gear wrench. My gear wrench is only fluted down, I don't know, about 9/16 of an inch deep or so, give or take. So these are a little deeper than what I currently have in my toolbox, but it's not as deep as some other off-brands like SATA or Cobalt or something like that. All right, and on the extensions, they give us a 2-inch extension, a 3-inch extension. These are both 1/4 inch, and then a 6-inch extension, 1/4 inch. Then they give you 3/8 extensions, a 3-inch, a 6-inch. This one looks like a 10-inch extension. Yeah, 10-inch. So that's a pretty good size extension. You also get a 3/8 universal or wobble. Seems to be extremely smooth, just like butter. Very smooth. Very nice job on the chrome. A lot of times some of the less expensive universals will have, you know, sort of weird looking chrome that doesn't quite look right in the corners. But this is just, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice for sure. And then our little 1/4-inch swivel here, wobble universal. Again, same sort of, you know, high quality build. Yeah, seems to be really well made. I'm impressed. You know, this is certainly well above Craftsman, well above Cobalt. I would say it's probably, you know, above Gear Wrench in certain ways. And I was looking on YouTube before I bought this, and there are not that many reviews on these Silver Eagle sets. So here's the part number, SAB65SEA. And I saw, I think, like 1 or 2 other reviews, and they were like potato camera, could hardly even see half of this stuff in there. And I think they were like, oh, here's my tools, see ya, you know, and it was like a 30-second review. I figured, you know what? The internet needs more reviews on this Silver Eagle 1/4-inch, 3/8 metric only, deep and shallow socket set. And I figured I'd be a good messenger on getting this video out and getting it to the people. It's a pretty good case for being blow molded. It has hinge pins, but they are plastic. These are plastic hinge pins. I think this is mainly meant, as I mentioned before, for some apprentice mechanic to just go ahead and take it out of the box and put these in your toolbox and put them on your tool cart, and you know, maybe use this bottom shelf as a tool holder if you need to. Just pull the pins out, and you're not really going to use this as a box typically. Although this is my only 1/4-inch and 3/8 set, shallow and deep, that's metric only. So it does have some sort of unique component to it where there's no SAE. It's like, screw SAE, all I need is metric. Here you go. And these are very high quality tools. I'm extremely impressed in a lot of different ways with this set. And if you can find one for $100 on eBay, I would strongly urge you to go ahead and bid on it and buy it. And I kind of feel sorry for the person who sold it to me, because she had to pack it up, ship it, and then eBay takes, you know, 15% approximately off the top. So I mean, she probably got, like, I don't know, $60 from me, like, net. You know, I don't know how I can sleep at night. But I mean, she has like a business on eBay. Actually, this thing got lost in the mail. It took like a week and a half to get to me. So I communicated with her, and she was very nice. And I can see why she's a successful eBay seller. I think on this auction, it was just sort of my luck that there was just not a lot of people on a Sunday afternoon looking at this particular set. And I was there, money ready to go, and with the bids in, and got it. So, well, I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.